Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my nail allergy. I'll be showing you the progression of the nail allergy, what I did to combat it, and some tests I did with nail products to kind of see if I could continue using polygel. So if this is something you're having an issue with, like I am, or if you just want to kind of prevent it from happening, please keep watching. So before my nail allergy, I wasn't using gloves, I wasn't properly, cleaning my area, and I was being very messy, accidentally dropping it on my leg and not properly cleaning my skin after something like that would happen. So all these things combined, I believe, kind of allowed the nail allergy to form over time, or just like damage my skin in general and make it weaker. I'm not sure, but another thing that I was doing was filling my dual forms too full, and the polygel would get down, smush down on my skin below, exposing my skin to the polygel. And also using the Femi Beauty method, filling the nail covers, full covers to full, and then the polygel, same thing, getting below. And also, I think at the time my lamp wasn't, it was outdated, and it wasn't curing all the way through. So again, these were the things that I was doing before the nail allergy occurred, and I believe was the reason that it did. I don't blame any of the products, just because these are chemicals, and you should probably treat them as such. So just like you wouldn't want to rub monomer on your skin or get it on your skin and just kind of leave it there, or just wipe it away with the towel and not properly clean it, you're probably going to get some skin issues, obviously. So you should treat polygel in the same manner. So yeah, that was before my nail allergy occurred. So after my nail allergy, the steps that I took to correct what I was doing beforehand, and kind of troubleshoot my problems, I started wearing gloves. I decided that I would use tips, making sure that all of the product stayed completely on top of the nail bed and none would get underneath. I also used base coat instead of alcohol, which was basically because I didn't have any alcohol, but I did find that using base coat probably made it much better as far as not letting alcohol seep into your nail bed and bringing some of that polygel along with it, whereas I believe base coat kind of kept it together more, if that makes any sense. I also would clean the skin around in any place that I exposed myself to the polygel, and I would actually use some acetone nail polish remover just to make sure that it was completely cleansing the area. I may have used alcohol if I had it, but I don't know, it's just what I had at the time. So those are basically the things I did after to correct my behavior and what I was doing beforehand, and basically hopefully make it so that this problem didn't occur again. So in this video I did 2 tests. On my left hand I used tips and polygel on top, and I made sure to not touch the skin at all, using the steps that I already talked about, wearing gloves and all that stuff, being very careful. That is what I did on my left hand. So for test 2, I used nail tips, and I did a layer of acrylic with polygel on top of the acrylic. So yeah, I made sure not to touch the skin and all that stuff. So in my thought process was, if the polygel was not touching any part of my nail bed or my skin, would I have a reaction if it was just the acrylic touching my nail bed. This is day 3. I've had my nails off for 2 days, and I got like all like the leftover tiny little bits off yesterday. This hand's not as bad, but this finger, especially these two, they hurt and they're swollen a little bit, they itch. I also have a patch here. And I also have some patches here where I've accidentally dropped it onto my leg, or had it on my hand and touched my leg, got it on my arm. So this is the 5th day. I thought it would kind of start clearing up after I took the nails off, but so far it hasn't. So I am going to get some cortisone after work. I'm at work right now. I don't know, I'm going to see if that works, because the itch is pretty bad, but I've been pretty good at not itching it, because I know that it'll get worse, and I don't want that. So yeah, that's the update, day 5. So I skipped a day because yesterday nothing really had changed. I was just putting cortisone on my hand all day and on my leg. So here's my left leg, and my right leg is not as bad, but it does itch. And then my fingers are definitely getting better. I don't know if you can tell, but to me, it seems like they're getting dried out, like these little blisters. And before it was like puffy and swollen. That's gone down. When I squeeze my fingers, there's not a tightness that I feel anymore. The cortisone definitely helped. Please excuse my nails. They are terrible. I have a nail biting problem, and I've been biting them like crazy. But that's not just the only reason why they look the way they do. That's because the nail situation and me continuously taking them off and things like that. So yeah, that's not what this video is about. I'm trying to show you these blisters. And I just got off work, so my hands are a little bit dirty. My nails underneath are a little bit dirty, even though I clean my hands after they still tend to get dirty underneath the nails. So yeah, this is day 7. I didn't record on day 6 because there was no need. Nothing had changed, and honestly, my hands just look disgusting with that cortisone on. But if you're having this problem, cortisone, it'll help the itch, and in a way it will feel like it's making it worse at first, but that's because I think that it's like drying it out. So yeah, this is probably the last time I'll update until it's clear, and then I'll just kind of let you know how many days it took to go all the way clear. But you can definitely see it's just still bumpy, and yeah. Okay, so it's been almost a week since I updated last. Please excuse my hands are dirty from work. But they're pretty much just dried out now. And I'm still working on getting my nails back to normal. But I do bite my nails, so that is making it a challenge, which is why I do my nails, so I cannot get to, or that's why I've gotten my nails done, and that's why I do my nails, because I bite them, and having them done makes me not be able to do that. So this is my nails now. The skin's trying to grow back from where it ate away, I guess. This hurts. But yeah, that is an update. This was the worst finger, so it's still annoying. was done adding the polygel, I cured, and then I went ahead and filed my nails some more, and then I also added some gel polish, and I used Pop Tart from Macart and Femi Beauty's collab, and I absolutely love that color so much. And then I also added a glitter top coat from Macart as well. And then that was the final look. So we'll see how this holds out and if I have any reactions to it. All right, for the second test, I used tips, glued those on, and put a layer of acrylic on my natural nail to cover it. And then on top of that, I go ahead and add some polygel on top of that. Now, I did run out of tips for 2 fingers, so I just went ahead and did a bead of acrylic to cover my natural nail and then went in with a dual form. And yeah, that's how I pretty much did the 2 nails that I didn't have tips for. But that is my second test, pretty much protecting the natural nail completely with acrylic because I haven't had any problems with acrylic and allergies. So hopefully protecting the natural nail with the acrylic and then layering polygel on top, I'm still able to use all the colors and polygels I have and they don't go to waste. So we'll see how this hand holds out compared to the other hand. And yeah. Okay, I wanted to really quickly add in that the monomer I'm using is from Nail Couture, and it is the fast setting monomer. When I originally purchased this monomer, I did not know that. So in the video, it is very challenging for me to get the bead in place and where I want it before it starts to set. So I did purchase some regular setting monomer from Nail Couture and a bunch of other goodies, and I'm going to do a haul video for all that stuff, so be on the lookout for that video. But I just wanted to add that in because it is very challenging for me, and I think that shows in the video. Also, I do keep going off camera, and I just don't think my camera settings were right when I filmed the second test, so it keeps focusing, and I also keep going off camera, so I do apologize for that. I am a beginner at nails, and I am a beginner at editing and making videos, and I'm trying to get better at all that, so please bear with me. And yeah, I just wanted to add that in, and yeah. I've had my nails on for 2 days now, and although it's not showing any signs, my hand does itch, especially my pointer finger, and it does seem somewhat reddish right around the cuticle bed. But I haven't seen any of the blisters pop up yet. Like I said, it's only been 2 days. So this was the hand I did with tips and polygel on top, trying very carefully not to touch my skin, wearing gloves. So I think that it helped, but it's definitely having a reaction. So the other hand I did with a layer of acrylic covering my nail bed and then polygel on top of the acrylic. I haven't experienced itching. Never had a problem with acrylic, so I don't assume that that's what I'm allergic to. I think it's just the polygel. So I will update in a few days, and we'll see where we're at with the nails. See if any blisters have popped up. I might be using some of this to combat the itch, and so I'll just put a little bit of this on and see if that kind of keeps it from getting any worse. I wanted to try and just do it straight up and not try to use any products because it is a test. However, already experiencing the itching, I know that it's probably going to progress to that stage, and I would kind of like not want my fingers to be itching because it really does truly itch something fierce. So I will see you in a few days, and I will have an update on these nails. Bye. So it's the 4th day. I last recorded an update on the 18th, and today is the 20th, so it's been 4 days. On the 3rd day, I did apply some cortisone to this hand, just to combat the itching, and it seemed to help because I have not yet itched today. And this hand hasn't had any problems at all, so it's doing good, and I didn't need to apply any cortisone to this hand. So but this hand was definitely itching, so I went ahead and did the cortisone. I'm not going to do any more to see how it kind of plays out, I guess. See how it reacts. Did it kind of stop it in its tracks, or did it just kind of delay it and it's going to flare up again later? I don't know. We'll see. So this is what they, the status of them is now. I'm not trying to get to focus here. I'm not seeing any bumps. There might be some slight ones there, but I don't know if that's just some dry skin. But yeah, that is my 4th day update. I'm able to keep them on using the cortisone. If I didn't have the cortisone, I probably would have taken them off because I don't want to have to deal with I don't want to have to deal with the itching, but that seemed to help. So I'm going to see how long it stays for before it starts itching again, and I will update you on the next one. See ya. So this is the 5th day. It is the 21st, and although my hands have not itched, or I'm sorry, this hand, the test number 1, my left hand, although it hasn't itched, I do see little blisters starting to form. So I do think that the cortisone helped it not itch. Obviously, in time, will they itch again? I'm sure that they probably would the longer I keep them on, but it does seem to have slowed it down. But I will be taking these off because I'm going to be doing a new set and they don't look the best. I basically just did it to test to see if I could still wear polygel on my nails. So these are fine. They haven't itched at all. I haven't experienced any issues. They just look really bad. So I will be taking these off probably today, and I'll be doing my next set totally in acrylic, but knowing that I can do polygel on top, or if I want to have to use the cortisone, I could just do polygel. But yeah, there is my update. So in conclusion, test number 1, definitely I experienced itching and I did develop bumps. It was slower, I believe, than it happened before. When the nail allergy occurred the very first time, it was fast. It developed pretty much overnight, all those bumps, and just, it was rapid. But using just the cortisone once for the itching, I thought was pretty good. And so yeah, that was pretty much what test number 1 was like. But for test 2, I do believe that is a method that could be used more frequently, and you don't have to worry about buying product and applying it to kind of combat it. Because now that's to say that if you're not allergic to acrylic, which I am not, that is why that test number 2 worked for me. I can't say that it would work for you if you have acrylic allergy as well, unfortunately. But in this case, it did work for me because I am not allergic to acrylic. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I upload videos weekly.